The ideas and opinions expressed in the Black Shirt podcast are not necessarily the ideas and opinions of our sponsors.
Yeah, there it is. We're back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
We are back. Welcome back.
We're back with the Black Shirt podcast.
That's right.
That's right. I'm Clint.
And I'm Dirk.
And we're here
Wearing
to party.
black shirts as per usual.
Yes, we're in black. I'm wearing my Handel shirt.
I'm wearing my standard black shirt.
My good buddy who does comics called Gonzo Baloney. Check him out. It's baloney, not the way real baloney is spelled. It's the way it sounds.
B-A-L-O-N-E-Y.
Yeah, baloney. It's
Classic.
awesome. Gonzo Baloney. He's got some great ones, and this one's like, it's a Handel concert, and it's like, I say, old chap, hasn't anyone ever told you not to wear a Handel's concert shirt to a Handel's concert? And it's freaking hilarious shirt.
funny.
Yeah, it was a good comic. So supporting my buddy, I got this, and it's badass. He's got
What's
some
his
other
name?
really good ones.
Gripster Baloney?
Gonzo Baloney.
Baloney.
Yeah,
Sounds
Gonzo
cool.
Baloney.
I like that name.
Yeah, it's
it
good.
sounds like a private detective.
Gonzo
in
Baloney.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit, like the cartoon version of what's his name? Hodgkins.
It was a cold, dark night.
There was a man at the window. There always was a man at the window.
I had a cold cup of coffee and a half a pack of Lucky Strikes.
She had nothing but her legs on, and she walked through my door talking about dollar bills and dreams.
Legs you could suck on for a week.
And this is the 50s, so saying that you suck on a woman's legs as just a general statement is fine.
Canceling someone hadn't even been
In this
thought of yet.
particular case, it's totally acceptable because it's period piece and it's fine.
And it might have been Zer legs.
Zay legs. Yeah.
Well,
we're
I mean,
canceled.
okay, we're
Canceled.
Canceled.
You're canceled.
We're canceled.
You're canceled.
See what happens when you try to improv.
It's a little bit of a slow news week this week. There's not a lot going on. I didn't think about how stupid it is to try to do like a media podcast when there's no media. Like
That's true.
There's no new movies coming out. There's no.
Well,
It's like, what's the news today? Another business closed forever.
did
and
you
you'll-
say movies?
You'll never see that again. Movies and TV.
We're not actually doing that yet. I just wanted to.
Is there a
show off-
sadder? Is there a sadder version of that? Do we have like a movies and TV, like a funeral version of that sound effect? Because I feel like that's what we should have this week. Right. Give it up. Yeah, that'll work. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
that works.
Fuck it. Yeah, that's good.
Dude, speaking of partying, I
Yeah.
said, yeah, we're back. We're here to party.
He said it. That
yes.
means it's true.
I am. Since there's nothing happening now, I'm going to talk about the past.
Go ahead.
I discovered.
Go off, King.
Yes. I discovered. Yeah, might have been yesterday or the day before, because this whole apocalypse is all running together. But I discovered that Andrew WK released a record in 2018.
Oh, I knew that. I listened to it. It's great.
How did I miss? Well, apparently, I didn't get the memo.
It's
How?
real good,
Why
too.
didn't you tell me?
It's got Music is Worth Living For is one of the bangers.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
dog,
yes.
come on, man. God. The dog. It's got it goes back more to like the party roots. It's because he did a couple of albums where he's like a motivational speaker and stuff too.
Yeah.
So like he really never like abandoned the party ethos, but the music became much less party music and much more like, I don't really know, like different. And so this one is just a classic, like same 3 chords for your whole fucking life. Like it all sounds like one song, but it's one great song, so you don't care.
The first record had like 6 songs that said party.
Oh,
it was like,
yeah.
It was
That was
party
like a
till you puke. When it's time to party, party,
Party,
party,
party,
party,
party.
party, 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 and party, party.
And it's time to party. Don't stop the party.
Bachelor party.
My favorite thing that he
Slumber party.
ever did was in the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie where he made fun of himself and he parodied his own song and just all the words were party and it was really fucking funny. Yeah, it's just not a ton of like, it sucks because like, okay, like for example, what was that movie Tenet? Did we talk about that last week?
We kind
Tried
of talked
to.
about how it got moved and
It's probably never fucking come out now.
Come
It'll be like one
on!
of those like, and that's like every film that we have, like all the stuff you were looking forward to is just like a big maybe now.
that movie is like Matrix DVR.
Yeah, and it looks really fucking cool.
Yeah.
But like, it sucks. Like, how much media are we gonna just like lose to the sands of time because of this?
I just want to watch the news channels all day long. I don't want to see movies. I want to see like scary news,
Well,
sickness, murder hornets.
you're in luck, my friend,
and,
because
and politics. Like, let's just. I mean, I think it would be really fun if we just all argue
all the
and
time.
We'll just like put stuff on social media. We'll share it, and then we'll just get in a bunch of fights about it. You know.
And there's nothing fun to talk about. But it's true, because like I combed through the news like today, like obviously to like get ready for the show. I was like, okay, what are we gonna talk about? Let's find some stuff. And it's just like, dude,
There's no news.
okay, like we don't want to just sit here and talk about Trump 24/7 like the rest of the media cycle, and we don't want to talk about coronavirus for the entire show. Then there's like 4 things to talk about.
That's how you get demonetized. When we're not monetized, so
Well,
we
don't
can
have
talk
to
about
worry.
what we want. But
Yeah.
did you know that there's?
It's just not fun to talk about right now because it's the only thing that anyone's talking
if
about.
you talk about.
Yeah.
Emic. If you talk about that, you will get demonetized because they don't want people profiting off of that. So there's podcasts. I don't remember. My buddy Thomas told me, but it's a podcast that he likes. But they'll refer to that as the when the Backstreet Boys got canceled for 2 months, and I was at home and we didn't do anything. That's how they talk to their fans about it. I think it's hilarious.
He has a bottle of Corona in his pocket, and he'll pull it out and be like, "Because of this."
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
But it's just like such a fucking like if your entire life is those 2 subjects, like you won't. The last thing your escape from reality is no longer an escape if that's all anybody else talks about too. You know what I mean?
That's
It's like,
why everybody's going crazy.
Yeah, it's just a fucking wind tunnel of depression and sadness. And
Yes.
It's like, okay, well, fuck. Can we find anything fun to talk about? Did a goddamn dog jump over something or something, guys? Like, come on, give me something.
A dog in I can't remember because I wrote it down last time. I think it was Kansas and Missouri. Are they right next to each other?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
It was like a dog. The family moved. The dog got lost, and then it walked 60 miles to its old home across state lines.
And it bit the fuck out of that dude.
It just found its old house and went to its old house.
I read one that was the guy, like the guy like abandoned the dog, and then the dog fucking walked like 60 miles and then bit him. He was like, fuck you. Yeah, it's just like, it's like crazy shit happening. There's a change shortage. It's like, well, you don't even like hear about it. Like, it's so bizarre because of everything being closed. People can't spend change.
That's because the Illuminati stopped printing change.
They don't want any coins.
No coins. If you're about to switch over to a
to be fair, like
credit monetary system when we get the chip,
I'm gonna be pissed.
and the whole thing, they're not gonna make new coins because it's just a waste of coins. Like,
I'm totally for like getting rid of the penny. Like it's fucking useless. Okay, like we don't need pennies.
blockchain.
Fucking blockchain. Blockchain. You just scream blockchain at somebody. That's how you talk about Bitcoin. Got like an ear itch thing happening.
Uh-oh.
But it's like, yeah, because you can't go out and spend cash, then people don't have any change because there's like, it's just like candy corn. You ever hear Lewis Black's bit about candy corn where he's like, all the candy corn that was ever made was made in 1719. And they just keep recycling it over and over. And it's like the bag of candy corn you get is actually just like garbage from fucking 200 years ago.
I used to eat the candy corn, so does it?
I don't fuck with candy corn, man.
Does candy corn digest,
First
or
of
does
all,
it go straight through you like regular corn?
I don't like candy corn because it misrepresents itself. It doesn't taste like candy, and it doesn't taste like corn, and it doesn't look like either. So,
Have you ever seen candy corn on the cob?
I guess that's what it is that it's meant to be like a kernel of corn, like plugged into the cob. But that's just like a thing that we don't see in our society anymore. My corn comes in a cup, and it has like elote seasoning on it, and that's my fucking shit. I'm a sucker for a good fucking corn in a cup, dude.
Elotes.
God, that's like your first line of defense against getting called a racist. It's like, nah, I eat the corn in a cup. I eat the
Come at me, bro.
I eat strange foods from cultures that aren't mine, and I really enjoy them.
Cricket tacos.
No one's-
What do you got?
Yeah, right. I eat tongue tacos. So
I'll tell you what. I don't know if
Fucking
we
get
had
outta
this
here.
conversation or not, but I went to the Noble Pig one time.
yeah, you were about that motherfucker.
Well, I mean,
for-
it's real close to where we are.
I remember having a good sandwich from there.
Yeah. Well, I went one time and they're like, "Hey, do you want the special?" I'm like, "What's the special?" Sweetbreads.
Sweetbreads.
Yeah, and I'm like,
you
"What?"
told me this.
Yeah, and I'm like, for the folks at home that haven't heard all my stories, I was like, "Yeah, that sounds good. Sure,
I like
and
sweet. I like bread.
I'll eat
Bring
anything."
it. Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking cool.
And I think I told you that story after I told you about the bad Thai food in New London, Connecticut.
Mhm.
But I know how my filing cabinets work, is wired.
New London, Connecticut.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You're like a detailed
I've never had anything quite like that. So
me crab. What's me crab?
so
Ugh, I'll take a crab juice.
yeah, what is shawarma? I've
always wanted to
wanted
try
it.
It is actually really good.
Anyway, when you order sweetbreads because you'll eat anything, and then you go sit down and then you Google it, and it says pancreas and other glands fried. Yeah, it's not
that
good.
sounds good.
I took one chewy bite and I was like, I can't do this, and so I got rid of the glands and I ate the bread with the tomato and
Ugh.
lettuce, and I just ate a lettuce sandwich.
Ugh.
Yeah.
See, and I eat weird shit. Like I eat livers and gizzards, and I love them. Like the gizzards are like my fucking favorite. But like, there's a line. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it. I get the whole like First Nations, like you use all parts of the buffalo. I fucking get it. Okay, but like at the same time, it's 2020. I live in America, and I don't need to eat brains at a restaurant unless I'm going there specifically for that. You know?
Menudo's really good.
Menudo's good, like, but it's yeah. I mean, it's just fucking some shit. I'm just like, all right, dude. Like, I'm not eating fucking chicken feet. I'm sorry, like, it just doesn't look good to me.
After
It's a
Ricky Martin, Menudo wasn't
fucking
that good.
chicken foot. What?
Chicken feet? No.
The
Pig-
people eat them. People eat
pig's
those.
feet.
See, and it's like that makes a little more sense because it's like you don't eat the foot. It's like you're eating the ankle. And it's like I would eat a pig's ankle. That's not far off from eating like ham.
It's not far off from eating a human ankle.
That's true.
We're very close.
Yeah, it's fucking very true. The long pig. That's what they call us. Those cannibals. They call humans long pig.
Weird.
We got a lot of food subjects talking on this one. That's good because the first couple of segments we have are definitely food related. And I'm pretty stoked on mystery seeds, just so you know. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, you guys heard about mystery seeds? You know anything about a mysterious seed fucking conspiracy? Because like, have I got news for you?
I don't know.
Buster.
I'm getting into this because I'm seeing some weird stuff over here.
Much more successful, happier.
Oh, whoa, that's like from the beginning of the show.
Yeah, that's a different one.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I forgot to share that. What are we doing?
Huh.
Oh, there we go. I have this funky thing over your head.
What is it?
It's
Like a doo-doo? It's like a
it's-
poop
it's a
emoji?
weird technology glitch.
Huh. It's
What
like
you-
the Matrix.
See that?
Oh, weird. What's
Yeah.
it say?
I don't know. It says.
Installed.
There we go. I have this funky thing over your head. What is it? It's
Like a doo-doo.
This is a weird loop in the
Auto
Matrix.
installed will be. Oh, is it like your
The Matrix.
your like update on your computer?
Weird. What's it say?
I don't know why it's there.
Installed.
There we go. I have this funky thing over your head. What is it? It's, I'm gonna do something real quick
This
where I
is-
switch.
Auto installed.
Boom.
Oh, is it like your the Matrix? Your like update on your computer? Weird. What's it say?
So funny.
Installed.
That's. We're in a weird loop.
Matrix. We're getting matrices right now as we speak. We're probably getting doxxed because I said something about how I don't like eating fucking brain pieces. Like, wow, this guy's a fucking.
I'm gonna
He
do
sucks.
something cool here.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, tell all your fucking friends about
Yeah,
my fucking nerdy ass,
You jerks.
lame ass podcast. Two fucking dorks can't even get a stupid text bubble off my brain.
I don't know why it's doing
I'm
that.
gonna
So
I'm gonna blame
weird.
myself.
I'm gonna try this.
That's still on my head. Is it like a? It's weird. It's like a.
Oh, I figured it out.
It's on your phone.
This son of a gun.
It's the. Yep, there it went. It's gone now.
Boom,
No, it's back.
gone.
It's still here.
No, it's gone.
Oh.
It's on a delay.
Oh, you're right. We're
yeah,
delayed.
I was like, what
Great.
in the hell is happening?
What's the deal with airline
What's the
fees?
deal with his forehead?
Why has he got such a weird thing on his forehead? All right, we talking about mystery seeds? Can we talk about seeds?
Yeah,
Are we at the seeds portion of the seeds?
And by the way,
Like,
like the black. We got our Instagram down here on the all these things down here. You wanna do all those things.
Push the key.
You want to like, you want to share, you want to follow on our Facebook page, and then you want to go to our YouTube page if you like YouTube, and you can subscribe there, click the notification bell, and go find us on Instagram.
God, it's such a hassle.
Or don't do any of those things.
It's
and
such a fucking task. But really,
I also need you to stop at the store and grab me some sugar-free gummy bears.
And if you could do my taxes, that would be cool.
Yes.
And also, fucking, I don't know, build me a railroad.
Hey, we got 4 viewers now. We are moving up in the world. Thanks,
4,
everybody.
all 4 of you. Thank you
I got an
much.
idea.
One's Brian.
Yeah.
That's not fair. He's in the other room.
How about somebody out there throw us a comment or something and say, hey, say something.
Wow,
we're riffing here. Huh?
That guy
You know?
suck. Tell us about your perfect Sunday.
That's right.
Well, my perfect Sunday starts with a late breakfast at about 11 a.m. Hey, I take my morning deuce, and then the dog jumps in my lap.
Well, speaking of Mexican food and weird food,
dog is a delicacy that some countries enjoy.
I enjoyed the new Taco Bell burrito.
Oh, yeah.
And you didn't.
I didn't love it. It felt like they wanted to do like a smothered burrito, like a California style, and they kind of flopped on it. It tasted good. It tastes just like every other Taco Bell item.
It was like a crunch wrap burrito.
Maybe yours is better than mine.
It had like a crunch thing inside.
I did not have a crunch.
Yeah, I did. There was like a taco.
Oh, there was crunch, Jerry,
in there. And then it's like and then it had beef, and it was like they took the taco and they made a burrito around it.
I want that. Mine was not that. Mine was just mine felt like a beefy 5-layer, but with like cheese on top of it and then grilled.
That's lazy.
Yeah, I feel like they left out the key ingredient. I didn't know it was supposed to have a crunch.
Mine, maybe they accidentally.
Yeah.
Maybe we're like, hey,
who fucking knows?
Maybe the guy was baked and he's like,
bonk the shit out of that mic.
He's like, hey, dude, I wonder what would happen if we put some crunch in this burrito.
That's how hot Cheetos became a thing. The fucking janitor at Frito-Lay was like, I want fucking hot Cheetos. And then he made them, and then they made him like the president.
Is that real?
Yeah. He was a janitor. He was a Mexican dude, and he was a janitor, and he like would make hot Cheetos himself. He would like bring his own seasoning and season a bag of Cheetos, and then, like let people try it, and they were like, "This is fucking great!" And now it's like their #1 item.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how Torchy's came up with their little nookies, the little dessert, their chocolate chip cookie dough balls that are battered and deep fried.
Yeah.
They had a food truck going, and somebody was working, was just like,
I'm fucking making stuff.
They probably stoned and picked up a tube of cookie dough and then battered them or breaded them and threw them into the fryer and fried cookie dough, and then they're like, this is ridiculous.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Perfectly fucking viable vehicle for cookie dough consumption.
Yeah.
Mystery seeds. Are we seeding?
Oh, well,
are we there? Or what do you got?
Since I was doing fast food, I thought we'd talk about Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah, we go there first.
And change, because we were talking about that, and then we kind of derailed.
Just fucking partied off into the night.
Partied.
It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is doing a very interesting promotion right now. Not to promote Chick-fil-A and get fucking woke canceled for whatever reason, but they are trying to help curb the change shortage in America, which is, like I said, that's happening. There's no coins anywhere. So if you go to Chick-fil-A and you pay in change, they will give you cash bill as change and a coupon for a free chicken sandwich. So they're trying to like help you get the change back in circulation, which is a weird fucking hill to die on, but it's cool. Free chicken sandwich.
How much for Bitcoin? Can you trade Bitcoins for chicken sandwiches?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure there's a way, but I'm like the first chicken sandwich place that only takes Bitcoin.
Popeyes is doing a promotion. If you take them dollars, they will sell you a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, you just buy it like normal.
Oh, is that how that
Or
works?
you'll get stabbed because that guy did get murdered over the chicken sandwich. That was pretty crazy.
I don't know that story.
Oh, yeah, guy got fucking murdered over the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Back when there was like a fucking hullabaloo over it. It was like there was a shortage in the beginning when it first came out.
Oh, yeah.
And people were going fucking nuts, which to be fair, the sandwich rocks. It's
it's good.
It kicks,
It's super
kicks ass. But It ain't worth getting fucking stabbed over.
No, it's
and
not
some
that good.
dude like got in an altercation, like a tussle with a dude in line about the fucking chicken sandwich, and the dude fucking pulled out a knife and stabbed him to death. And it's like, damn, dude, you died over a chicken sandwich? Like, that's fucking lame. Like,
I think I'd pass on both of those sandwiches and go to T22.
T22's off the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so take your change to Chick-fil-A if you choose to, I guess, and use it to get free chicken sandwiches and also get rid of change. Which, like, I don't know why anybody would be hoarding change right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, homeless people in Austin, too, they probably are fucking, like, what is the biggest thing outside of coronavirus that could harm the homeless community? A change shortage. It's like their kryptonite. It's literally the Achilles heel of the homeless community, is if there's no change, then there's no change to give.
Hey man, you got change?
No one
Dude,
has it.
I got some chicken.
That's a chicken sandwich right there. That's a free chicken
Dude, I'm
sandwich.
set.
Yeah, but it's gotta fucking suck to be like, okay, there's no people to ask for change, and then when I do meet one, he's like, dude, there's no change. It's like they must think that this is a conspiracy against them. Like,
Because there's nobody walking around?
there's nobody walking around, and the few people that do, they're like, I don't have any change. There's no change in the whole country.
Dude, I was downtown at like, it rained really hard, and it was probably, it wasn't that late. It was like 11:30,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just me, and it was really bizarre because there's zero police presence, there's zero tourists, there's
Nothing.
zero anybody.
Yeah,
It was
it's-
nobody there, and it was all.
Jackalope's open. Like,
Yeah, well, this was a while back. This was
Oh,
like
when everything was still
yeah. This
shut.
was probably in March or it's probably early April, and I went down there because I bought this my Canon that I'm using right there, and I wanted to take some cool pictures. So I took some cool pictures, and I'm
As
walking
you do.
around. But dude, we're like, "There's a guy, let's get him!" And everybody was like, "Hey man, can I get a buck?" Can I?
Oh.
And I was like walking around with my camera, and I'm like, "Ah!" Like,
Yeah.
like I had to make a break for it because it's like you said, they're like, "Dude, there's nobody to panhandle." There's the guy. He doesn't belong here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I put my hoodie on and like got to my car, got out of there.
it's terrifying.
It was terrifying because I was like,
Working down there is really scary too, because it's just like they were already very desperate and like not in a great place, and now you've like taken their fucking knees off by being like, there's no such thing as change. Like we could, it was like it was there was so the change was in my head. Yep, the whole time. You know, it's just like wow.
and I've always been careful, like, you know, if I'm down there and I've got musical equipment, you never know who's wandering around.
Oh yeah,
you know what I
I've
mean?
seen
But
more
but
than one guy get jacked down there.
yeah, but I was like on Congress, like I was where it's normally pretty
Yeah.
like okay,
Well,
we're
until the other day,
well,
can't talk about that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, but so anyway, man,
Mystery seeds.
yeah, so
If we don't talk about these fucking mystery seeds, I'm gonna
Mystery
lose my
seeds.
goddamn mind.
Let's talk about the mystery. What's going on with mystery seeds?
Bro,
What's
So
happening?
mysterious packages have been popping up all over the country. Significantly, they're in every state. There's like at least one has been sent to every state. People have been calling the police and reporting that they get these mysterious packages they didn't order, and when they open it up, it's a fucking bag of seeds, like plant seeds, but it's not a plant that anybody recognizes.
That's weird.
Nobody knows what the seeds are, and the fucking. I guess we're gonna have to start a new agency called the CDC.
So yes.
In your face.
Yes,
The
CDC.
CDC has commented and said, like, don't open them and send them to the police, and we're investigating it. But it's just ironic, and they're all from China. I guess I didn't mention that, but all of the packages came from China, and so there's these mysterious seeds being sent out by like a non-person from China, strangely to every state in America, and
And they're addressed from China.
yeah, and so there's a couple of theories. I mean, some are more crackpot than others, which is like some think that it's like the beginnings of like a biological assault on like our country, because like if they can create a way to like, I don't know, like make corn not grow or something like that, then they could cripple the American economy. And then other people think that it's like Amazon hucksters that are like sending out a product so that they can fake a review for the person that received it, is from what my understanding was.
That's weird. What? That's weird.
I don't know. It doesn't. Neither of them make any sense. I mean, I guess it does. Like, if you were gonna try to create some sort of like biological instability to try to like, if you were like going to try to like disrupt the ecological warfare.
What about Monsanto? What if Monsanto is sending these out, and then you plant them, and then they say, test those seeds. Those are the seeds that we own. You owe us money.
Or it's fucking, there's some serious fucking Jack and the Beanstalk shit popping off, and everybody's getting rid of all their magic beans and just fucking turning them into the government. They want to fucking turn in your beans to the Second Amendment or whatever. Like you want to do a bean buyback.
Nobody's taking my beans.
No,
I heard
you
that
can
if
have
you
my fucking magic beans when you pry them from my cold, dead hands. Just like my rent money. You'll never get it.
That's right.
It fucks.
In other news, Chick-fil-A is trading beans for chicken sandwiches. If you
Yeah.
have beans, yeah.
They'll give you you give them all of your magic beans, and they'll give you a bigoted chicken sandwich.
Hey, we have one viewer.
Cool.
Hey, viewer.
Who is it?
It doesn't say who it is.
Is it Eric Braun?
We know.
Is it Eric Braun?
Go ahead and give us a little comment. Look at me on it.
I'm tired too,
Shoot us a comment there. Oh, we have 0 viewers. They're like, fuck that.
I'm not shouldering that kind of responsibility.
Well, let's move it along.
Yeah, what do we got? I think we don't have much left. We've
NASA
really done
helicopter?
a great job filling this out with nothing.
I knew we could.
I was like, we've had nothing to talk about.
I've got a black belt in talking. That's like
There's
easy.
seriously just, guys, there's such a lack of news. If you see anything cool that we might care about that doesn't have to do with the only 2 things this fucking country talks about lately.
Tomorrow at 8, I believe it's 8 o'clock. Let's double check my. Yeah, tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Hey, Kathleen, how are you doing there? Kathleen Beth Lasco, hi.
Is that sweet lady from the first day that we were kind of fiddling around?
I don't remember. Were you on the first day, Kathleen?
She was kind of like talking to us about stuff. Is she your ex-girlfriend?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope, that's a different one.
Does she want to be?
Oh boy! Now we have
that was
zero,
a great.
Now we have
She
0
just bails.
viewers.
That was
Yeah.
a great line, though.
Way
I
to
don't
go,
care.
dude.
That was a great line. I don't give a shit. I did it all for the Nikki. Okay. I'm not here doing work.
All right. Yeah, tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be on the Clint Baker show. I'm going to be doing a interview with Tim Stiegel, who is a music journalist, and he's awesome. He also plays in the Hormones, and yeah, he's fantastic. Yeah, Tim Napalm. He's got a radio show.
You got your own show?
I've got my own show. You don't have your own show?
No.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be interviewing him. It's going to be a lot of fun. That guy knows everything about music, and I've just been going back and forth about potential things that we can talk about, and we've had a great time just in the messages. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
like,
okay, great. I get it. This guy's awesome. You love doing your podcast.
No,
fucking awesome. Great.
Yeah, it's like we started going off on Colonel Tom Parker for a little bit. Elvis.
Go fuck myself over here. Fucking later.
Yeah, started talking about the circle jerks, punk rock, all kinds of good
cool
stuff.
Shit.
Guitars, guitar tones. It's gonna be a fun time. So tune in tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
Back when I was in the Circle Jerks in 1973.
Yeah, the Descendants.
There was only one band in Hermosa Beach, California.
Dude, I even sent him a video of Riddling Kids. Like, yeah, this is he didn't even know who my old band was, which I love. I think that's awesome. And I was like,
he didn't hear about it.
He's like, oh, yeah,
Cool.
doesn't ring a bell. I'm like, fucking sweet, cool. Sent him a thing, and he was like, yeah. He's like, pretty much all the bands from your area pretty much owe it all to the Descendants. And I was like, yeah, that's what Keith Morris said on the Filmage video. He's like, yeah, I have a copy of that. Keith Morris is actually a good friend of mine. I'm like, yes, this is gonna be great.
So, I wish if I had if I have 3 wishes, one of them would be to cut Keith Morris's hair off of his head for.
He told me a cool story.
With like a laser beam.
He told me a cool story that he went to. I don't remember if it was Whole Foods or Central Market, but to go eat with Keith Morris, to eat lunch with him when he was in town.
Yeah.
And that one of the people in the cafe was like, they were punk rockers, and they were like, is that? And he just looked over. He's like, yeah, that's him, and then just kept walking.
Kept going.
Yeah,
man. Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
NASA, they're doing something.
Oh yeah, look, hey dude, let's move this thing forward.
All
right? You'll see. And,
you see. Yeah, can't do that anymore. Right, I remember doing stuff, being the guy. Nobody likes Cypress Hill anymore. Those guys are canceled too. I don't know. Fucking whatever.
Yeah.
So you want to be a podcast superstar?
So Kathleen said, "Yeah, I was high." Oh yeah,
Oh,
she did.
cool.
She did last time. she
Being
was
high is tight.
Being high.
Quote. End quote.
High five.
High five. Shpap.
Hi.
Also.
NASA helicopter.
Yeah. They're so
They're doing a thing.
they're gonna launch a fucking rover that's gonna carry a toy helicopter to Mars. It's like a not a big, like a full size helicopter, but it's like a fucking, it's probably the size of, I don't know, like a fucking mini fridge. And
I think they're sending Bill Burr to pilot this thing. That's
I
why
would
he's
love
been.
that.
That's why he's been learning.
so their goal is to, like, I guess, test the atmospheric conditions of which like whether gyroscopic propulsion works on Mars. And so supposedly it's going to be like a Wright brothers level event as far as like the field of aeronautics is concerned.
Oh wow.
But I just read the headline that was like, we're going to fly a flipping helicopter over the fucking dark side of Mars later. And I was like, that sounds pretty tight to me.
Do they not really know how it's going to react to the atmosphere and stuff like that?
Yeah, because I mean, gravity like is a pretty big part of gyroscopic propulsion. I mean, like it's you're acting against gravity and creating lift.
So I guess they would do a little bit of a thing and then a little bit more.
Yeah,
and
it's
then, and then
incrementally going to like gauge the conditions as it
they'll get the numbers
see.
back. They'll receive the numbers back, and then they'll say, okay, let's increase the throttle.
Right, crank them up to like a fucking 11.
Turbines to speed. That's what they always said in the Batmobile when they were firing up.
I wonder if it's gonna be like one of those sad robots, like the other one that like sings "Happy Birthday" to itself every year, and it's like fucking depressing. It's just there to die. Have you heard about that?
No, but I thought
I think it's the Mars rover that like it sings "Happy Birthday" to itself every year, and it also just like records everything, and it's just sad as fuck because it knows it's on like battery at 4%, and then it's just like living its life being a fucking disposable. Yeah, it's like watching Wall-E but real life. Disposable robot.
Kathleen said NASA helicopter equals Jetsons car.
True. Fucking sweet. Or like the bat. Damn, that was pretty good. Yeah. Wow. Well, wait, wrong. Now they did a crossover. That works. It tracks. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's Hanna-Barbera.
They did the Simpsons,
crossover,
Jetsons, Flintstones.
That was the one where Batgirl wasn't in that one, but they had Legends of Tomorrow and the Simpsons.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Looking for
And the
you.
Harlem
Every
Globetrotters.
goddamn. Oh, did I talk about Super Globetrotters with you?
Yeah.
Did I talk about that on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Because I had like a full 2-hour conversation about the Super Globetrotters and one Spaghetti Man.
Yeah.
Spaghetti Man. Why does he turn into spaghetti? Because he fucking feels like it. That's why. It's the 70s Hanna-Barbera
Because
cartoon.
he's Spaghetti Man.
And we don't have to fucking we don't have to justify ourselves to you. We have a car that can talk and a shark that can walk. So fuck you. And we're Hanna-Barbera and it's the 70s. We're all coked out making cartoons.
Didn't the Mars rover die?
Yeah, I think that but it had a very pathetic existence up
It had
until
some sad birthdays.
up until that death. It
Yeah,
was
had some sad birthdays leading up to that.
And it like recorded a sad video of it, like Sarah McLachlan fucking singing over it. And he's like looking at himself and like a lonely single candle is burning low and like running out of time, which is a metaphor, obviously.
I couldn't think of any Sarah McLachlan. My brain.
It's Arms of an Angel.
Oh yeah, I know, but my brain.
I don't know how it goes.
My brain went into Pink Floyd. I was like, on the turning away.
I turned that motherfucking commercial off
pale and downtrodden.
every single fucking time. I have a zero tolerance Sarah McLachlan policy.
And the words they say which they don't understand.
And the fucking look away, look away, me boy, look away.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's tough times out here in the streets for media podcasts, but hopefully something cool will happen. We can talk about Snyder Cut for another 2 fucking hours if you want.
yeah.
Seen some shit about that where they're talking about it's gonna have Green Lantern.
We should do some kind of like spoof where it's like the Rob Schneider cut.
Oh god damn, the Schneider cut. That's fucking great.
We edit
We could
in
deep
like
fake everybody as
Yeah,
Rob
we'll-
Schneider.
we'll like edit in some like the hot chick
Oh,
or
that'd be
something. You know what I
fucking
mean? Like
Deuce
the
Bigelow.
Yeah, exactly.
God, that would be phenomenal.
We need to quit talking about this and to get
It's
to
already,
editing.
they've already stolen the idea.
Yeah.
It's already been transmitted to the Google Book satellites and stolen. I hate it when I watch TV and I'm like, God damn it, I thought of that.
Yeah, it happens all the
And
time.
it's all the time. man. What day is it? Tuesday? Wednesday?
It is Wednesday.
I have to sneeze. This might be the first.
Corona.
First on-camera sneeze of the Black Shirt Podcast. Well, you're welcome, America.
Yeah.
Well, what are we at? What time? What's the time on
Well,
it?
we got the Washington.
Oh, yeah, that's
Washington?
great. That's my fave. You go
the
ahead.
Washington Redskins
This is fucking brilliant.
changed their name.
Yeah, what'd they change it to?
Man, I want to make like a smart ass
You
joke.
can't. It's too good.
I'll get canceled if I make a joke.
Oh, yeah. You true.
This is a serious matter.
Very serious podcast.
They changed their name to the Washington Football Team.
I love it. It's so fucking great.
That's all you got?
I think it's on purpose. I think it's like well, we'll just be the Washington. What are we gonna be? The Washington Football Team? And then they are. I think it's like a irony thing.
I
Like,
would have been.
If this is what the radical left will be. This is what the world will be like if they have their way. Milk will just be called milk. There won't
You think
be,
they were pissed
there
like
won't
that?
be
They're
any.
like,
There won't be any brands.
I'd be
We
like,
live in a brandless society.
I would have been like the Washington ass kickers, or like the Washington scorers, or like the Washington touchdowns. That's what I would have done. Washington touchdowns.
I do think it is hilarious, and if they make the jerseys or helmets, I will fucking buy one because that's so goddamn funny.
They must have been bitter about it. They're
Yeah,
like,
it have to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Washington football. Eeyore did that.
Team. That
Yeah.
was pretty good in tandem there.
Yeah.
It is crazy to like think about that there's a football team called the Redskins. Like, it's definitely not like if they were called like the Washington Braves or like the Atlanta Braves, like that. I guess Chief Wahoo gets a little flack, like for being like a caricature of natives, but like the name itself is not necessarily.
It's
But Redskin is probably offensive. Like, that's not cool. That's like
Yeah.
calling them the Washington Savages.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean? Like-
suppose, and putting like any derogatory thing like I don't even know if I could say it. Like
Yeah,
if
you
I'm like,
can't call it the Washington Deadbeat Dads. You know what I mean? Like,
like
say it. Fuck it. What are you gonna do?
I mean, I was just saying is it bad if I'm describing something and you like I would never drop an N-bomb on here, but like if you're describing something and then I wanted to be like an Asian slur where you're discussing maybe a color that could possibly be related to that, but I'm
sure.
using it as an example of how that could be rude to discuss why Redskins is not okay.
Right.
And then I mentioned that.
And then you're canceled.
Am I cowardly?
No,
like
or
am
yellow.
I yellow
Yeah.
like being a coward, you know? Like
I don't. Yeah, I never really knew where that term
I
came
don't know
from.
either, but
Because like you understand that that's the implication. Like if a cowboy calls somebody yellow bellied,
Yeah.
lily livered,
I
cud
don't know where they-
swallowing. Like, but where did that come from? I guess it's the same as like dude.
Yeah.
Like dude means like a fancy fake cowboy, but like where the fuck did they come up with that word? Like
Yeah.
how did that be? Because like I would have called him like a frilly shirted fucking fancy pants loser, you know, something like that. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't have come up with dude.
yeah.
And it's just weird to be like, why is cowardly associated with the color yellow in
Yeah.
historical culture? Like, well, I don't know.
Why is green with envy?
Yeah, same. It's like, what does that mean? And it's fucking somebody chiming in and being like, you guys fucking dorks.
The black shirt walk. Oh, yeah. Don't say that.
Canceled. That's great. I'm not even gonna read it. I'm gonna insulate myself from liability by not reading the comment.
Yeah, like that. That definitely wouldn't be okay.
It's not chill. Like I get that one. There's some of them are some of that stuff. I get it. Some of it's
of course,
like
yeah.
you're like, okay, that's reasonable.
Yeah, it's
And then
totally
some
reasonable.
some stuff you're just like, guys, are we joking around now? Or like, are we fucking kidding? Like, I can't think of any examples off the top of my head because I'm doing everything I can not to just get canceled.
Yeah.
right now, like
Well,
just
it's
by
one,
talking about
it's
it.
one thing. Yeah, it's. I mean, you gotta be.
tiptoe
You don't want
low.
to be insensitive,
No.
but like at the same time, how far is too far?
Yeah.
That's
It's like
that's the deal. I'm like, well, if
I don't know.
if
Should
anybody,
I change their name to the Washington Crackers?
like, I mean, like if anybody feels offended, is that too far? Like
No,
how
'cause,
far
I mean,
how far will you
everything-
take it?
Do you know how much shit offends me every day of my life, and I don't get a say in it? Like, I don't get to say, like, I think it's offensive that the Kardashians are worshipped as, like, a fucking demagogue in our society.
Cancel them.
Can't cancel them, though. They get to do whatever the fuck they want, and all the people that like them, that doesn't, what my opinion on it doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Even though I think it's grossly offensive to have morons be the poster children for, like, success in this country.
How moronic are they? They've turned to just hanging out into like a
True, it's
multi-million-dollar
the fucking
empire.
Nickelback principle, where it's like
Yeah.
Nickelback is technically the best band in the world. Fuck you. Sorry.
With endorsements and everything else.
Yeah.
I think Chloe. No, it wasn't Chloe. It was,
One of them lied about being a billionaire and got in some
That
trouble.
was Jenner. It was
Kendall.
Kendall Jenner. Yeah.
I don't know. They all look the same to me.
Yeah.
I get canceled for saying that, obviously, but I mean, as a family, they all look.
Just in general in life, you can't say
As a-
they all look the same to me
Right.
about anything, or you're canceled.
Yeah, but as a family, they all look.
No, they do.
they all-
The sisters like
they're just one person,
and then
and they all act exactly the fucking
they
same
put
too.
the makeup on the same. And
Yeah,
it's
there's
huh.
like no distinction between any of them. It's not like there's it's not like the Osbournes where one of them's like wacky. You know what I mean? Or like there's like a fucking, you know, like a what's the word? There's not a Reggie. You know hey, you know, like
yeah.
there's no fucking dynamite. It's all the same fucking crap. It's like makeup and my butt and scandals and my butt again and then makeup.
Butt scandals.
Butt Scandal is my new band.
How many sex tapes?
Do you need in your life as a man? That's a weird one that people I was talking about this yesterday. Rob Lowe. Does nobody remember that? Like the fucking big Rob Lowe sex tape where you're like
Oh
he had
yeah,
sex
yeah,
with like
yeah,
an
yeah.
underage girl on camera and it was like dead to rights, caught him and went to court and like was guilty. And everybody loves him. He's fine. He's completely insulated from that. He's on Parks
Hey.
and Rec. Everybody loves Chris Traeger. I saw him on 6th Street the other day. Everybody was stoked that he was there.
Yeah,
And it's just like, okay, but like,
it was a different time.
yeah, but so were the 1700s. And I hear a lot about that.
Dude, there's a video of there's a video with Sean Connery, and he's talking to Barbara Walters, and he's like,
Baba Wawa.
yeah, and he's like,
You going Connery right now? You gonna try
yeah,
it?
he's like, sometimes when a woman is inconsolable, you just have to slap her.
Fucking hell.
Just like in the old
Just fucking
50s, old
says-
black and white, you know, like they're just like
Sometimes you gotta smack a
and you're
lady
like,
around.
Pow! And then they're like, oh, and it
And then
snaps
it
them out of
snaps
it,
them back
and then
and
you like plant a kiss on them, and like
and
that's
then-
you know like in the
and
old
you
black
smoke
and white movies.
2 cigarettes at
Yeah.
the same time.
Sometimes you just have to. And Barbara Walters was like, whoa.
Cool. Yeah, you can't openly advocate for violence
Yeah.
against women on
Yeah.
2020, Sean
And
Connery.
Barbara
But
Walters is like,
thank
"Whoa,
you."
Sean," and he's like, "Now, Barbara,
now you're
like,
sounding a little fucking.
settle down." Like,
I'm gonna have to fucking pop you.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in years and years.
Oh,
We're
that
gonna
makes
have
me
to-
happy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go look at
That's
that.
really
It's just
fucking-
kind of like, oh my god, how did this?
That's really
but
good.
This is like back in the '80s or something.
Do you
It's, like,
remember
a
the
long time
fucking
ago.
Hurricane Katrina shit with Kanye West when he's like George Bush doesn't care about black people?
Yes, I remember that.
Do you remember the real fucking hero of that whole situation was Michael Myers because Mike Myers was his fucking co-host for that,
Oh,
and he's literally standing there when Kanye says it, and he's just like he tries to like divert and go back to like, so anyway, your money goes a long way, and Kanye's like, I'm not done, fuck you, and then Mike Myers is just standing there like this. Like fuck, and you know his agent is like sweating
it's like
bullets.
Oh no.
He's like, oh fuck. It's so funny. It's one of my favorite things to watch. That and my favorite video is if you've never seen Billy Joel freak out on stage. There was a video.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that.
Guys, find the video. Literally, I cry laughing every time. The story is actually really interesting because it's like not what you think. You think Billy Joel's just like pissed off and like he's a diva, and he flips a piano over and kicks and like
Holy crap!
smashes it with a microphone stand and like runs into the audience and like karate chops a fucking desk in half and like it's nuts. And the reason behind it was like the Berlin Wall had just come down or something like that. It
Yeah.
was like one of those like there was some like what's that called like a instability. And so the people in the audience were afraid of the spotlights that they were using for his show because the spotlights from the guard towers at the Berlin
Oh shit!
Wall.
So he was overseas.
Yeah.
At
And
this
he
show?
was like the first show he had been able to play after the wall came down or something
Wow.
like that, or this country, wherever he's at, had been free. And So the people in the audience were literally like laying on the ground and like covering their heads when the spotlight came on them.
Oh shoot!
And this is like a production, like, and so he's screaming at the sound guy or the light guy, like, stop with the spotlights. They're fucking, the people
You're
are
freaking people.
you're freaking people out.
Yeah.
And so he starts acting fucking buck ass wild because he's like, I'll draw the attention onto me and they'll stop spotlighting the audience. So, but he also nails the song. He's doing Fantasy, and it's one of my favorites. It's probably my favorite Billy Joel song. He's doing Fantasy, and it's literally, I'll do a dramatic reenactment right here where he's like, why does it always have to hit me in the middle of the night? Stop lighting the fucking audience! And then he's like, goes back into the song. It's just a fantasy. Turn the fucking lights off. It's not the real thing. It's so good. God, it's my favorite. Billy Joel freaking out. #1 in the hood. I think that's a fucking decent note to walk her on, right? That's a fucking...
Yeah.
You got anything else? Got anything good?
I actually know Liberty DeVito, Billy Joel's drummer.
Huh.
He used to come to our shows. His daughter loved our band.
Wow.
And they used to come to our shows. They'd come backstage and hang out in the dressing
Oh,
room with
let's
us.
fucking
He's super cool
parlay that into getting Billy Joel on the show. Let's do that. I only want to talk. I don't give a fuck about his career. I love Billy Joel, but I only want to talk to him about this specific video that I just referenced because I would really love to do just like a 2-hour fucking Barbara Walters on that.
Well, Liberty might have been there. I'm sure he was there.
Hit him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get a little fucking inside. Dude, the best part of the whole video is that the keyboard player, because he's got a guitar, and the guitar player, they kind of look at each other, and the keyboard guy gives him a look just like, don't, just keep playing. Like, fucking. And
Just
so
roll with it,
they're
bro.
just stone-faced, like, as Billy Joel's just fucking destroying the universe around them, and they're just like, yeah, all right. Like,
so he was
trying to
just-
stay hype for the...
He was just doing it as a almost as to help the people.
Yeah,
out.
it's like a deterrent.
That's
'cause
cool.
yeah, it's a very noble story,
Yeah.
but when you watch it out of context, it's just Billy Joel fucking smashing shit and freaking out about God knows what. But then when you read the story, you're like, oh,
Dude,
that's actually
what's his problem?
it's a really fucking nice thing to do. Actually, what a really cool, fun little thing.
Well, we got apparently the Washington Redskins changed their name to the Washington Football.
We already said that.
I'm just kidding.
I was about to fucking lose my mind. I was like, God, dude, we're out of.
You're caught back in the loop, man.
I'm back in the time hole.
Back in the future. Well, we're at 50 minutes, man. Let's just
good.
make this a short episode. That's good for
50
having
minutes
nothing.
is not short.
We had nothing to talk about,
Yeah.
and we talked
Fucking
and talked
yarned.
and talked. So, guys,
That's called content, baby.
That's right.
That's
Go-
the fucking showbiz game, baby.
that's right. And when you got it, you got,
got
it. Yeah. So, guys, go to our comments. If you got something cool you want to talk about,
You want to say some weird offensive shit that I'm not
Yeah.
going to read?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
whatever. And we could talk about. Yeah, we can talk about food. We can talk about TV
Talk
shows.
about 93% of the things you're thinking of.
Yeah.
There's
What we don't want to talk about
fucking
is the fucking news that's like,
the
we've
same two things. And you can
Anything-
imagine, you know exactly what those two
been.
things
Yeah,
are.
since March, we're over it. So we're trying to have some fun here
Talk
and make
about
it fun
anything
for you.
else.
So let's talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
So, I guess we're gonna get out of here and go create some adventures so that we
Roll
have
that
something
beautiful bean
something to talk
footage.
about. That's right.
No,
So before we go, like, share, follow me on Facebook.
Me too. Also.
Rock hand, subscribe to our YouTube channel, do all the stuff that it says, and yeah, do all that stuff.
Fucking-
Yeah, and leave a comment, and we'll see you next time. So here
Thanks,
we go.
guys.
Yeah, here we go.
All 4 of you. You are great.
Yeah.
And we don't know how many, hundreds of listeners in the world, you know. Could
We'll
be.
see you guys later. Later.